Hello everybody. So it just came through with a big old honking storm for about 20 minutes, blew hail and leaves and crud all over the pool. So we're going to test this Intex pool vac now. I've gone and cleaned it out so it's completely empty before it just now turned it on. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to stay in about an hour or so. We're going to see how long it takes to clean this pool. As you can see, all over the bottom of the pool, there is just all sorts of crud just everywhere, sitting at the bottom of this pool, just little flowers and leaves and things. So I've got the skimmer going full bore here, and so now we're going to go ahead and clean out the bottom of the pool. So this Intex vacuum actually does a pretty good job. You can see it just is just cooking along the bottom there. I spent about $55 on this on Amazon, and we'll see how it goes. Again, this is a 20-foot pool by 48 inches round, best way pool. So this is just my quick review of it. I will say it works pretty darn good. All you have to do is attach it to the outlet into the pool using the adapters, and the thing does it by itself. And like I said, it just chugs along the back of the bottom of the pool. And I will say it does require a certain pump size, needs to pump out a certain level of water. I think it's 1,000 gallons per hour is the minimum. The pump I have is I think it's a 2,100 gallon per hour pump. It's the Intex 16-inch sand pump with the saltwater system there. So again, I just turned it on. We'll see what this pool looks like here using the skimmer and the vacuum, and we'll check back in about an hour. Alright, it's been about an hour, so I've come back here to check the status of the pool to see how well this vacuum is going. At first glance, it looks like it's done a pretty darn good job. It's still chugging along on the bottom there. Filter skimmer actually is still going pretty good. It's been a bit of a windy day, so stuff just keeps on falling in. But something to note about these vacuums is, especially in the kind that come from the outlet from the pump, so basically I guess it's kind of like a negative pressure, so the water coming into the pool is what's creating the suction, as opposed to it sucking straight from the inlets to the filter. So what it does is it's got a jet on the front and a jet on the back, and I'm guessing that basically what happens is it goes a certain amount of distance, and then there's a gear inside that reverses and it goes backwards. So right now it's basically, there's water jetting out from this direction. It'll come to the wall, it'll go as far as it can, the gear will disconnect, and then water will reverse. Instead of coming out from this side, it'll start coming out from this side and just move along. So it creates some serious jet wash, I guess, if you will. And so what tends to happen is all the debris that's in the pool will kind of end its way on the edges. All right, and there was quite a bit of debris in the pool when I came out an hour ago in the middle. There's nothing in the middle now, okay? But it seems to have possibly just kind of pushed it all to the side. Now, that being said, that's a lot of debris, and my expectation is not that this vacuum sucks 100% of it up the first go around. The proof is in the pudding, so what we're going to do here is we're going to shut this off, and we're going to take it out and see what it sucked up in the last hour. Because if this thing is full and it's done its job, I can't expect it to suck that up until I clean it out. So to take this vacuum out of the pool, it's real simple. You can turn off your pump if you want to. I'm not going to, because I want to keep the skimmer going. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to disengage this white hose, and it's just a twist. Comes right off. It keeps the outlet still pumping. The vacuum now just stops, and we can pull it out, and we'll clean out the bottom here and see what happens. So hang tight here. We'll see what it looks like as we pull it out. All right, so we've pulled the vacuum out of the pool and set it up here on the platform. Set it on its side here so you can see what it looks like. This actually works pretty well. It's got these little fingers that kind of pick things up off the bottom of the pool as it goes back and forth. Sucks it up into this little trap door basically right here. And we disengage 4 latches, real simple, and that will disengage the bottom here. And you can see, again, when I started this video, this thing was empty. So all the debris is on the other side of the screen. So what we gotta do here is just kind of pull up a little bit on each of these. We will see exactly what is in and what it's sucked up. And as you can see, it's probably 75% full. So yes, there's still debris at the bottom of the pool. That's because this thing is full. So it's real simple to deal with. All you have to do is take and hose this off, or what I like to do is probably shouldn't do this, but just kind of shake it off a little bit, smack it off the wall there, and that pretty much cleans that part out. Do the same thing over here. Just look at all that stuff. I mean, there's just so much in there. Don't smack it too hard. But anyways, just hose it all off and check the trap door to make sure nothing got stuck in there, because my family has 3 women with long hair, and a lot of times the hair just kind of gets stuck in there and keeps the door, or keeps something trapped, tangled in the hair, and it kind of traps itself inside that door being open. So hey man, this thing actually worked pretty darn good, and I'm going to put it back in there, come back an hour later, see what happens now that I've emptied it out. So we're just going to kind of shake this out here for a second. Actually, what I'm going to do is put this in the pool, fill it with some water. There you go. Clean as a whistle. All right. Now, all we got to do is take that screen, put it back on. There's little nubs on each side of, all along one side I should say. You just put the nubs inside the little holes, press it in till it all snaps in. Bing, bang, boom, you're done. And we come back up here and set it on. So we just set that on there, slide it down. Set this on here, do the same thing on all 4 of these. Come over here. And on the 4th one. Now, something else, well heck, let's just do that 4th one right quick. Easy enough. Just snap it on up. Now it's ready to go. Now, my pool did come with this. Woohoo! Whole lot of nothing, if you ask me. This little net right here is the the expectation. Clean this 20-foot pool and collect everything in this net here that wouldn't fit anything. It's the kind that you put your hose on and the water flows through, and very much like the same principle as this one, but it's obviously very tiny. I didn't really want to sit there, and that's probably about 10 inches wide. I didn't want to sit there and do a 20-foot pool over and over with this one, so that's why I made this purchase. So anyways, so before you get this bad boy going again, take it, and we're going to go ahead and put it back in the water, let it get the air out. When the air all is out, it'll sink to the bottom on its own. I'm going to grab that hose that happened to make its way all the way over here. Okay. And all we're going to do is put it right back on there. One little twist clockwise, and the vacuum here should push all the air out, which it did, and now it's going to go again. So let that go for probably another hour, see what it does about picking up all of that, because that's what's left over basically. And it is still a very stormy day, so I'm sure more stuff is going to blow in here, and that's going to be an issue. But we'll say one more thing. As I built this ladder, and I do have another video on this ladder and step system, an upgrade I do need to do is to put some sort of piece of wood straight down to the floor right here, because what will happen is this vacuum will make its way through here, and sometimes it doesn't like to make its way back out, or it gets wrapped around, stuff like that. So easy enough to fix, but I'd much rather not think about it. So that's an upgrade we'll do, but that's it. We'll come back in about an hour, see what it looks like.